Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. I am not a fitness expert. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a certified trainer. Heck, I didn't even sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. But I am an independent team Beachbody coach, and I've successfully completed P90X and P90X Plus several times, and I want to talk about it. I have exciting news. I'm on the very last week of insanity. I can't believe I've made it through this far, and I have so many people to thank for making me or encouraging me to push through. And while I want to give my final assessment and do my final fit test and all that stuff, that's not happening until the end of this week. So I think next week's podcast will be about that. And still have the mop and bucket back there because I still have this week to go. And it's been a challenge, and I have some perspectives on a few things. I'll share that next week. One of the things I want to challenge, and I'm speaking to you, the person that's out there lurking, that hasn't reached out and hasn't, just kind of takes these in from week to week and really doesn't do anything. It's just kind of like, yeah, I should get out there and do something, or one of these days, and yeah, that makes sense, Perry. I should do that. Or even some of the people that are out there, it's like, oh man, I tune in from time to time, but yeah, I don't have time to take care of myself as much anymore. Now, I know we don't think that. We don't say I don't have time to take care of myself, but it's work to put yourself first and get in there and do things to take care of yourself. So I'm challenging you lurkers out there, you people, reach out, email me, let me know what's happening, where you're starting, what sort of things that you're into with your health and fitness, or even if you're not, to get you pointed in the right direction or in a direction to get you up and going. Because I do have a challenge here. We all have this challenge. We're coming upon the year 2010, and then we've got this new decade that starts. And for a lot of people, that's another benchmark that's just like, holy cow. You start reflecting back on the past decade and what you've accomplished. For me, personally, the early part of the 21st century here has been the most awesome decade, and probably one of the most devastating decades that I have faced. For any of you out there that know my story and have seen my video out there, I mean, it's on YouTube, perrytinsley.com, all over the place. There's been some major challenges, and probably one consistent thing that has gone through that's, if I'm going to put a theme on this past decade, it's been Beachbody. Discovering that infomercial back in 2002, and then here it is 2009, and in the best shape ever, making some really good residual income, and being able to reach out and talk to so many people. But Beachbody has been threaded throughout this decade, and I can't believe the amazing friendships I've made and strides that I've made in my own personal fitness, and just my personal development, my outlook. So many things that have been awesome. We're coming upon this new decade, and how will you approach it? I'm hoping it starts with your health and fitness. That's where it started with me. And I just started Push and Play, and I would have never guessed that I'd be at the end of this decade going, man, I feel amazing. I feel on top of the world. I can't wait for the next decade to get started. But it started with that first pushing of the button, Push and Play, that first 90-day program. Here's the challenge. We have a little over 90 days until the next decade starts. I want you to get out there, get yourself into a 90-day plan. It can be Beachbody, it can be whatever, but just know, you've seen all the testimonials, you've seen my footage. I mean, this stuff works. It's 90 days, it's systematic. Insanity 60, I wouldn't start there. But I want to challenge you to get in there. And if you're in the know, you've been doing these things for a while, which I applaud you. 2 people I want you to reach out and touch. Somebody that you know and love that could benefit from health and fitness, so we can take on this new decade with a whole positive outlook, feeling better, and hopefully can roll through things and benefit and experience the things that I have with health and fitness. I would never guess that I would be sitting here talking to you about that, but there's the challenge. You know, I think we can get out there and take on the 2000 teens. Who knows what Beachbody is going to do for us then? I mean, they're constantly coming out with new programs and things to challenge us, but even going back to the early programs, those are still phenomenal and still kick your butt and still get people into shape. People are constantly asking me, man, I want to start with Power 90. That's where I started with, and they're getting great results and moving through the sequence of other videos. So there's the challenge out there. Because we can work together and get ourselves an accountability partner, but it's only 90 days. When I look back at Insanity, it was like, oh my gosh, this was 2 months. But what's 2 months to do something every day? 2 months is such a short amount of time. And we can go through life, feeling like crap, or we could go through life going, wow, bring it on. Let's go with the next stuff. And I'll tell you, the benefits of being healthy and fit go way beyond the physical side. There's just an emotional impact, and you just feel good, energetic. It makes you feel like anything's possible. And so here we are. Let's make this last 90 days really count as we head into the new decade. That way, when we come back in with 2010 starting and ringing in the new year, we won't be slapped upside the head going, oh my gosh, what did I do with the last decade? Here I am facing the other one. We'll face it head on and going, wow, bring it on. Let's go for it. So, as always, as the tagline, you know what it says. Everybody with me? Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week with an update on Insanity.